As an athlete, I love consistency and routine. And so I remember a time where I went 5 weeks straight. Every day, I did every discipline that was required with my sport, which is triathlon. Yeah! Anyway, I remember on the 6th week, normally on the Friday, I do a swim. And I remember that day, I didn't do my swim because I was procrastinating, doing something else, watching YouTube, stuff like that. And so I remember the next day, I really hated myself. I hated that I destroyed my streak of being disciplined, of having willpower, being strong, all of that. And so I flogged myself the next day, only to the day after be tired and not get any work done. I was less productive. I did not do my training the next day. And so I destroyed my routine and my consistency again because I had this all-in mentality, this extremist mentality that it was the end of the world. If one little thing went wrong, it would disrupt everything. That was my mentality. And I want that to not be your mentality. Step 1, you have to realize your triggers. Now, this could be stress from the past. That means you've made a mistake in the past. Let's say you embarrassed yourself about something, or you were doing some skill and you couldn't do it, you failed at it. So every time that scenario comes up, whatever it is, you don't want to do it. You find an excuse to not do it because you don't want to fail again. And so you'll never know because you haven't tried again. Or it could be that you suffer from perfectionism. This means you want to have the perfect body, you want to look good, you want to smell good, you want to eat good. And the day you fail those expectations, you crumble, you utterly crumble. You become nothing but rubble. You suffer with depression and anxiety because you're not meeting these standards that are so high, they're unrealistic. Or you overthink things. So instead of simply, let's say, you buy groceries, right? And then it's probably only 2 things. And you give it to the server. And then they go, would you like a bag with that? And then you go, let me think. It's only 2 things. You can just grab them and go. Unless they're heavy, of course. Then you need a bag. But you get what I mean. Overthinking. It gets you nowhere. Whatever your trigger is, there's specific methods to solve it. But what I've found that solves the triggers for me is taking constructive criticism, even if it's not constructive, even if it's deconstructive. Take every grain of salt that you can out of it so you can use it to your advantage. Let's say you go to school one day and a kid goes, oh, your hair's really messy, you're looking messed up. You don't go and cry about it. No, you respond with, oh, thank you. Yeah, I was actually meaning to fix that this afternoon. I'm gonna go get a little fade here. Or you know what, I might even get a buzz cut. And then you go, I'm gonna be here tomorrow. If you wanna meet me here, give me more suggestions so I can fix myself. Thanks, mate. I appreciate you. See? Instead of them trying to bully you or use you, you use them to your advantage. And lastly, remember, there's always another day. Tomorrow is another day. So if you fail today, let's say you were on a streak of doing your homework every day, and if you didn't do your homework today because you had something else that you had to do, it's alright. It's alright. Tomorrow, you can get up in the morning, set a time, do your homework then. Or even during your classes, you can do your homework there. Tomorrow's a new day. That's just an example. If you failed at something so tiny, so minuscule, just get over it, okay? There's no need to dwell over it. Just jump over the hurdle. Jump over the hurdle tomorrow if you don't get over it today. You can reflect on yourself today so that you may grow and improve tomorrow. Always have that growth mindset, that you're always learning, you're always growing, so that you never get beat down by the world, and instead you rise up, you succeed.